simtraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer today. Hope y'all are having a lovely day. Hope y'all are having a good Monday. I know that Mondays can be a little spicy sometimes, but we're working on it. Today we're doing 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, of Learn As You Build with FileMaker and AI. Nick will be working on his Learn As You Build FileMaker and AI, basically using AI to help your development, which is really important, particularly as AI becomes increasingly a dominant part of the landscape. It kind of already is, to be honest with you. So learning how to use it is fundamental, I think, going forward. So it's awesome we have Nick doing that with us. If you'd like to support the channel, we greatly appreciate it. Feel free to pick up one of our annual subscription training bundles. Basically, I always tell people, hey, I know that sometimes the live stream format does not work for you. If you are not liking our hour-long stream format or you want something else, we have hundreds of hours of, frankly, video content. We'll be working on updating it, mostly updating it in terms of adding new little snippets, but for the most part, the baseline of FileMaker has not changed in recent years. It works as it has always worked. So feel free to flip through that, and then videos will be around 10 to like 30 minutes. You can very easily go from knowing nothing about FileMaker to a competent intermediate level developer just by watching our video training. I know people who have done that, actually. I've talked to a couple of them at conferences back in the day, because we've been having the video training out for a long time. So, with that being said, I'm kind of content to turn it over to you, Nick, and let you get started. So,
Yes,
I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and you'll start sharing yours, and you'll tell us what we're
yes.
doing today.
Okay, yeah. So first of all, hello everybody. So it was some time without coming, and but we have people because you changed the time, or I did.
Your time changed. Mine's been the
Uh,
same.
yeah,
So,
because I almost missed you today because I was, it, I didn't even know. It's a friend of mine in Canada. She said, "Hey, are you doing a webinar today?" And I say, "Yeah." I say, "Oh, yeah, you should get ready." So, so today we continue this adventure. Maybe I can make it slow, make it smaller. The AI stuff, so what you need to know. Where you need, because I had a discussion with this, and people says, yeah, but our AI, we cannot trust AI, for example, right? And which is true and not true, right? So, and you know what I mean? So it's true and it's not true. But I want to show you something here, okay? So how AI works and how we need to walk around, how you need to talk to the AI, okay? So, for example, um, I'm not using, for example, I'm not using the toothpaste from the supermarket anymore, okay? So I'm making my own, okay? So, and I was talking to a friend of mine, is in French, but I'm going to show you. So I'm going to explain, okay? My friend in Canada says, okay, I'm using the Green Beaver natural toothpaste, okay? And so I asked ChatGPT, will this be good? So I send their page on Amazon, and this will be good, okay? Because it doesn't contain any fluor, for example, okay? So and he says immediately, he said, whoa, this doesn't have any fluor, and there's risks, right, of having cavities immediately. So that what you need to know with the exclamation point, so he said there's no fluor and there's risks of cavities. So big alarms, right? So down the road, okay, down the road, I said, okay, where is it? Okay, he said something here. I need to find. Um, okay, so I say, okay, my friend, because we talk about, what the benefit of mind, which is made of calcium and, clove, or clove oils and stuff. It's everything, for. And I said, yeah, but my friend got confused, right? When you said that this commentary about the fluor, right? He said, yes, but this is my role, So the first explanation that I've given on the role of fluor is a neutral presentation of the point of view of the medical official. Okay, that means the government paid stuff. That means Bill Gates. That means all the okay. So that by the OMS and Canada Health stuff, and that ChatGPT must say that official. But if you scratch a little bit more, say, yeah, but you know what? Be careful, because this is pretty much poison you put in your mouth. Okay, which I know that, right? So why this demonstration? Yes, ChatGPT, you can't just take for granted everything she said. You can't, right? So you need to bring all on the table, and you need to say, forget about the official stuff. That means so how it applies to FileMaker. So let's go back to FileMaker. Webinar. Okay. So this is what we're doing today. We're going to build custom function with ChatGPT. So you need to tell ChatGPT, forget about what you know, forget about the official stuff, forget about what others do, right? And I need to use, right, my standalone library like Nick Hunter's utility, so this is what I want, So I need to say, okay, for example, I need to come here because he start doing things, right? And he start with his traditional, I don't even know what I is, right? But I want ChatGPT not use this way of naming stuff. Okay, so I want him to so first of all we say, okay, let's start over. Okay, and you are live. Okay, so we start over. Okay, so and I'm telling ChatGPT that we are live. Okay, so here I am in a paid version of ChatGPT, right? Which is the 5 Pro, right? So everything we do here will never ever work without paying ChatGPT. Okay, you will have nothing about this. Okay, so now I say, okay, I want you. So you need to tell what you want. I want you to use my naming without abbreviations. Example, I equal for initiates. Okay? So the I small. And I want you to use my, see, I put my and big, my coding standard. Okay? Coding standard. And do you still have access to the to the PDF. Okay, so I need to know that, So I want ChatGPT to use no abbreviation. Okay, so he confirmed. Okay, so he confirmed, even though this is a new chat, I store that in the memory. So I said, ChatGPT, store it, right? And then he stored it, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you how it works. Okay, to make sure I'm sending you the new new PDF that I want you to store and replace the previous one. So you need to explain everything you want to do. So let me coding standards, right, is here. Okay, I have it here. So I'm going to drag this here. It's going to upload, right? And I want you to see what happened when you do this, right? So I click this, I send the file, right? Searching project files. So he's searching the old one, got in. So now store. So he stored it, right? So he knows, so he remember, because each time, I do something, each time you do something, right? You need to say, hey, store my style, I want comment like this, never comment like this. For example, this is my preferences, I want a tab indentation. I don't want this. See, I don't. So now he remembers that I don't want that. And I want the tab I want tab indentation like this. But I want tabbed. I don't want space, because by default, he tried to mimic this, but he used spaces, which never be, is never. So first, let me explain how you do tabs in a calculation. Okay. So let's do you here, and you want to use tab in your calculation. Okay. Here. Okay. You want to use tab. How you use tab? If I press tab, I go down, I get out, I go there, you see? He never put a tab here, I want to put a tab. I say, okay, here and tab. So, right? So I want this, this, right? This is what I want. So how I do? Alt on PC or Option on Mac and tab. Option, Alt, tab. So you press the keys on your keyboard. Alt, Option, key, and tab. So why I want this? Because I want to do let and then a tab with the option, right? And then this. And then I said, boom, tab. See? Trigger equal. And then tab. Hello equal, right? And then tab. So now everything here is aligned correctly. I don't want space, because it never aligns perfectly. Okay? You know what I mean? And it's dirty. Space. Because when I select this, double click, if you have space, it's not like, space, like this is not like clean, right? So this is what I want ChatGPT to come automatically with this. I told ChatGPT already, and it reminds me, right? So it say, okay, and fully remember how you want things written, right? No underscores. I don't want current underscore value. I want camel case, right? And I don't want this. I don't want this. I want the real stuff. He knows, right? So when you create your code, So how you do something like this? When it comes with something, okay, when you come with something, do you know that you can do something like this? That way we'll start say, when you say, okay, so yes, we'll build every custom function 100% compliant with your coding standard, with all your FileMaker coding standard, to confirm before we start writing. When he asks you to confirm, right, you need to make sure, when he asks you, do it, okay? So would you like me to recreate the same list, distinct, preserve order function, but rewritten, try it in your style? And you say, okay, so now for example, here, I didn't answer this question, okay? And I passed it, but now I want to answer this question, okay? So you select this and you say, ask ChatGPT and say, okay, yes, okay? Recreate it. Sorry. So now he knows that you want him to do this and recreate the example, the sample that he created before with my style, okay? So all of those thinking stuff and stuff like that, don't look at this if you don't have the paid version of it, okay? So it won't come. Okay, all of this. So I want you to show you what happened here, when you have the 5.0 paid version, okay? So now he's evaluating my naming convention. So why is doing this? I sent him a new file, remember? And I said, forget the old one. So now he has to reanalyzing everything, recreate some internal indexing and stuff like this, right? And that won't be something he will do in the future, right? So now he's evaluating my naming convention, right? So he's doing plenty of stuff, right? So what he said, but this earlier PDF contradicts. Okay, yeah. So he said, I have some contradiction in my PDF, So now I saw something, right? He says it contradicts. So let's say I saw that my PDF, because I've read what he was doing, say, oh, my PDF contradicts my latest directives. Okay, so I saw that my PDF that is older contradicts my latest directives, right? So always use my directives and replace all incongruity. Okay? So now it will say, okay, he will understand what I'm saying and make his code. So update is saved memory. So now he knows. Understand? So that's why I'm doing all of those things to show you that, updated saved memory wants ChatGPT to always prioritize their latest personal directives and coding preference over any older or conflicting guidelines from the RCC coding standard PDF. When this discrepancy exists, ChatGPT should follow Nicolás' current introduction and FileMaker coding style convention. Correct? So, understood. From now on, your latest personal directive and coding standard are authoritative version. So I say, okay, And sometimes I say, hey, forget about this, you know? Or for this, I can say, okay, for this special scripts used that way. You know what I mean? So now we understand that first. So why all this demo? Okay, what this demo is for? First, free version. Well, it's free version. You know, it's unfortunately depending on what you do, right? Free version, you never get that, you know. So this level. And then out of the box, you know, for example, getting an account on every single AI over there and use a new AI every day, well, you know, is like getting a very super smart, intelligent, 5 years old. So does that mean here how I'm saying the thing? The AI is super smart, outsmart you in many ways, but for the interaction between you and the AI, you know, your personal interaction is like you are interacting with a 5 years old kid because it doesn't know you, nothing. And you don't have to bend to what ChatGPT says. You need to make ChatGPT to bend to your needs, but if you don't tell ChatGPT what you want, how you want ChatGPT to learn what you want. For example, the toothpaste demonstration that I made. Yes, ChatGPT. If you ask ChatGPT, do you want to lose? How can I lose weight? You know, because I'm in full mode on this, right? So how how can I lose weight? ChatGPT will say the FDA / Bill Gates / you know, WHO recommendation, right? Caloric deficit. You will never lose a pound with this. But that's the directive, the default that he knows, right? Where with my way, I lost how much? It's 15 kilos in pound, 33 pounds in 3 weeks. Okay, so obviously my way works much more than the caloric deficit, right? So you understand, but it will never come with my way because it's not the official stuff. So it's the same for you stuff. You need to come with your own and say, I want this like this. You can even say to ChatGPT, you know what, from now on, 1 + 1 = 3. That will ruin everything you will do, but it will understand that, right? So let's see if we have any question, whatever. I don't see anybody. I don't see anything. Do you see anything?
Yes. I mean, I see people saying hello and talking, but no questions at the moment.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I saw we have a few people. So what he said, would you like me to immediately rebuild the list and function in your full stack? Yes. Make it pretty because you are live. Okay, so he asked me many times, do you want me, because I asked ChatGPT to make sure that I asked ChatGPT, say, I don't want you to start anything without my express go, okay? Because I want to make sure that everything, so this is what this is what it looks like, my style, okay? My style is this. I want this type of commenting. You have multiple type of commenting. Let me explain this. So when you want to comment, okay, you can do this, okay, this comment, okay, and you stop it. That a comment, okay? Or, so, but that means you can put whatever you want here, okay? It will still be a comment, you know? Comment, comment. I do not like it. No. So I prefer comments, right? And like this. Okay? I prefer like this. It's a preference, not an obligation. That means now I want to refine, you know, okay, I want to refine this. Okay? Let's refine my preferences. Okay? So I'm taking a screenshot of this. I'm sending the screenshot back. I do here, I have the stencil. I have no idea if you have this on the free version of or on, you know, the paid version. Let me do something here. Then we can we ChatGPT on my phone, and I'm going to ask something on top of this, and I'm going to use the voice.
Hola, Nicolás. ¿Qué tal?
Hey,
¿Todo bien?
yeah, we speak in English right now. So on the free version, can we edit screenshot documents, and do we have like can I write stuff on a photo, or you know, whatever? Do we have this in the free version?
Absolutely. Yes, even in the free version, you can definitely do some basic editing like adding text or drawing on a screenshot or a photo. So if you want to mark something up, you've got that capability right out of the box.
Okay, so I wasn't sure, so now I know. So you heard, right? Much?
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I
Okay,
was muted. Yes. No, we heard
okay.
that perfectly.
So I can edit this. I don't know on the. So on the, can I? Oh, it's on the phone only. So I'm going to do on the phone. So I'm going to access that webinar and that building custom function. So I'm accessing this, right? Oh, I don't have it yet. It's yeah, because I didn't send it. It's okay. So let me do something else. Let's refine my preferences. Um, um, use this type of comments uh, like this for params, for uh, any text that is explanations, descriptions of CF, which is custom function. He knows that. Okay. But not for example. Okay. And keeps that as it's funny to say that because I feel like I'm on Star Trek. I've as prime directive. So I sent an example, so a screenshot to put in context, update save memory. Okay. got it. From now on, okay. So would you like me to reformat this? Yes. Okay. So I'm doing this. Yeah, thank you, David. So David Angel save send something like this. So the free version, the pro level tuning. So the pro level, I'm going to show you what I'm doing, the pro level. And I mean, somebody watching me in Australia said, watching me doing some things with ChatGPT says it was watching science fiction. Well, it's beyond that. Okay. So at the end, because it's nothing to do with FileMaker, but you know. So here you have kind of the differences. Maybe Marge, you can put that under. Do we have a link to do that? David Angel, can you send the link? Maybe this link here to get this. So you have say, okay, what is the benefits? So you have the pro level, and that is wow, about thinking. Okay. There are message limits. Okay, so you unlimited the message, but I want to talk about this. Image generation with FileMaker, well, file uploads, this is, you are limited. Memories and context, okay? So I want to explain that. I'm going to explain that next, okay? The memory context, okay? Deep search and agent mode, this is awesome, This, I can't live without this, right? When I'm receiving parcel with Amazon or whatever, I'm receiving parcel with the postal office or DHL or what, I don't even know. Sometimes I don't even know who is going to send me this. He said, oh, don't worry, I'm going to find out, and going to say, hey, tomorrow you have your parcel, right? So, that's fantastic. But for FileMaker, well, for the developments, okay, the codec agents, I'm on, this is new, so I'm doing research on this, okay? And but you need this, you need the message, you need the file upload, you need the memory in context, the deep research, sometimes say, oh yeah, I want deep research this, I want to know this, I want to go to MBS plugin, go to whatever plugin, or I have this error, what could be the cause, right? So yeah, definitely it's needed, right? So he did exactly what I want to do, right? And for example, but he didn't put the example here, but it's okay. Would you like me to now bring in the same format? I say yes. Oh yeah, that he put the example on the bottom. Yes. So I don't know if we have another question here. I don't see. Okay, so
I don't see any, so you're good.
yeah. So maybe if what's the name? If David Angel send the link of this screenshots, right? So maybe we can put it. Would you like me to continue with the next to combine one? Yes. Okay. So this demo, what I've done, is to show you how you must how you must interact with ChatGPT, right? So You need to teach what you want. He will definitely remember what you want, right? He needs to, so it needs to, you need to learn you, right? So it took me some time, and each time something doesn't happen to be, like you want, don't forget to select and say ask. Can be ask, can be no, don't do this. I don't like it, right? You understand? So you can definitely, or you can. So now let's, what time is it now? So great breakdown. So what is this? Do we have a link for that? Okay, so sometime what you do. So something I want you to, show you how to use chat. This chat, right? I have it in a project. I am in a webinar project right now, and this is building custom function, and I can rename this, right? And this is demo. Okay, so I renamed it. Okay, so I'm going to do a new chat, and I say, because I don't want to pollute my chat. I don't want to pollute it. Oh yeah, so this webinar, this one here, this webinar demo, I don't want to pollute that chat and having things that have nothing to do with this. So I'm creating a new chat, and I ask something. You have a page. Oh, something that I want to show you. Give me the link to that page, please. Right? So, boom. So I sent a screenshot, and now I have the link, right? And then you can compare plan or whatever, features, agents, about business, right? So get pro, limit apply. So what the limit, for example? So you can, so you can learn about this limit, right? So OpenAI, bytes. So this, yeah, it was, if you mean the blog article rather, so here you have the, so I don't know, that maybe another, okay, so click here, byte plus, no, it wasn't this, OpenAI, yeah, so I went this, feature, I don't know where to build, oh, pricing is another one. Yeah, but it's changed, maybe because I'm not, yeah, it's there, it's different. It's the same as this one, but it looks differently, right? Okay. So it doesn't look the same, but it's okay. Maybe because I'm not in the same country or whatever. And but here you can see what you have with the plus. This is the free. This is the $20. That's the $200. This one, I have no idea what the difference between. It's more expensive, and yeah, including 43 euro. So that's what you will have soon in the United States, 25% of VAT. That is coming, especially in New York. This is what you will have. Good luck with this. So yeah, every tool to turn. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's good to have. And that's okay. This is if you are enterprise, but See, this is a business of what the context window, non-reasoning. Yeah, I have 100,000. Okay. And unlimited for the voice. Yeah, the collaboration stuff. Yeah, yeah. Work group, yes. You can have multiple users in one account, the business. So yeah, I remember now. So a business you can have, if, for example, if you, let's say one day RCC want to have one ChatGPT for the company, we can use the same account and work together and have multiple users, right? So yeah, and that could be nice. And privacy, okay. So we don't have any question, but I want to explain something.
Yes.
Because it happened to me recently, right? And I was extremely confused. Okay. I extensively use ChatGPT for my own private stuff. Okay. And also for RCBD database, or for those what's the name? For those thing here, right? So what's the name? I will come back. The DDR stuff, when ChatGPT starts to be extremely slow, but slow, like not unresponsive, completely you ask something and nothing happened, right? You have the dots, you have the beating dots, black dots, right? And nothing happened. And you keep going, you say, hey, are you there? No answer, okay? Or when he said, okay, you want that document? Yeah, are you sure you want the documents? Please confirm that you want the document that way, that way, that way. And you say, yeah, I confirm. And then you say, okay, but are you sure that you want that way? And do you think you need that and that? You say, yes, I need that and that. Okay. And then you could go, keep going. You say, oh, yeah, okay, but before I'm starting the thing, you need to confirm. Okay. When you get there, that means you are screwed. That means your chat is so huge, right? So big that it lost it lost sight because you have too much in one conversation, right? Like this one was, right? So this one was too big, right? So I regenerate, and I could also, transfer a summary of this, right? So let me show you how we do. Okay. Can you write me? So I'm doing something like nothing to do with with FileMaker. It was a huge chat, right? So can you write me a summary of this chat? Then I can create a new one, and you won't miss nor forget anything. Okay, so that's what you need to do. Ask ChatGPT to see, and sometime he can do it, sometime he won't do it. See, he lost. You have these blinking dots like this, and I think this conversation is over. Because you see, I can't do anything. is stuck because I went way too far, you know. And I'm in 4.0. I switched back to so let's see, to go back to to try again, because it was so slow, so unresponsive. I tried to get to 4.0 and still. So I'm going to the 5.0, right? And then you stop it, you edit the message, and you send again. Try to see if it's 5.0, it will keep going, right? If it go. But this conversation is dead. As you can see, this conversation is over. And you can try whatever, you know, can stop and say, hey, you know, if you can't stop it, sometime you can't even, you know, say, hey, you know, and he won't do anything. See? So you have a good demo here. Okay. So, but I went, so that's why you must, and I forgot about this, and I was so excited about all what I was doing and stuff like this. I was so excited that I forgot that when you are talking to ChatGPT, mostly you change, right? Or you start something, you do something, and then you reach a level, you reach satisfaction somewhere. Well, then you start a new chat, and you add and you call it part 2. Okay. And you ask ChatGPT, if you don't reach that level where you pretty much screwed, right? So I can't summarize this. I can't, right? So I need to keep it as is, and and keep it as archive, and but this chat, or all what we said in that chat. Oh, here, okay. So he finally did it. Okay. A clear summary. Okay, so we want you to prepare 1-page printable PDF version of the summary with your product photo and application timing, and say, okay, let's try. Okay. So what he did here, okay, restore. So we were talking about my piano or whatever. Okay, so cleaning, how to color restore, nourish, okay. By the way, I don't really need that, but I'm going to say yes. Okay. And so it will take some time. That means that chat is ruined. Okay. So, but it was like a big, so I'm buying a very, very unique piano, which I might be the only one in the world looking for that piano, and I found one, right? So, but before to buy one, I received, because I'm buying without seeing it, right? So I'm going to show you what happened. So what I've done, so where is the not in download? Wait. Okay. So the guy sent to me that it okay. So he sent to me videos of the piano soundboard, right? So I asked him to do a video like this. So the soundboard has been repaired, it has been rebuilt, it has been braced, right? So I sent that, and the mechanic, and then so the guy sent me that video, and also he sent me a video of the mechanic of the piano, right? So and I send that to ChatGPT, right? And with the Pro, okay, I'm not doing it because it took like 25 minutes, right? So it told me everything about that piano, but every single thing I need to know, you know. It did an analytic. So, and also the guy sent to me a recording that was a poor recording with a, you know, with a yeah, it's a 125 years old piano. Okay, but don't worry. Wait a month, it will be brand new. So what important in the piano is what they are, right? So and the sound was so bad, I couldn't distinct, was this humming because the piano had problem, because piano can hum, or was a recording humming, right? So, and ChatGPT came with this for me. A clean, no hum sound from the video. And then I could finally, and he said, no way, this is the microphone, the poor, whatever, Samsung, whatever, I don't know, poor microphone of the phone in a poor condition with a very echoed room, right? So he cleaned everything. He said, no way, this is not a piano, right? And he proved it to me by removing, right, the sounds, the bad sound, so I could listen, right? So yeah, it's I mean, if you have, you can't even imagine what you can do with this. But always, you know, if you ask ChatGPT, should I buy this piano, right? It will say no, right? Immediately, like you know, like the toothbrush. You say, oh, you will have cavity, right? Because that, you know, that is the you know, that the base for 99% of people, right? But if you say yes, but no, right? So forget about the Bill Gates / WHO. Forget about, you know, forget like, you know, FileMaker craziness. Forget about, you know, stuff. You need to put your rules. You know, you need to say, I want you to, you know, like, I want that. I'm looking for that type of piano, and said immediately say, oh, in that case, this is a museum piece of piano for you, right? Because I said, yeah, forget about, I want this, right? You know, like, okay, yeah, I want a steam engine car. Okay, you know, if you want that, this is you know, this is the best example, the best you can find in the world. You know what I mean? But if you want a Tesla, well, the steam engine car is not for you, right? The Tesla is for you. You know, if you say, okay, oh, I want to buy a car, it won't say, oh, you know what, this steam engine, that for you, right? No, you know. So, and FileMaker is the same thing, especially with FileMaker, because with FileMaker, well, I'm not sure. I'm not saying Claris having a, like, engineers working with ChatGPT or whatever, the AI people, and say, hey, you know what? This is how people do. You know, I think is going outside and is reading all what he can read and do like estimation of, you know what I mean? So, and he's doing like a probability. Probability is, you want to do like 99% of people do. Well, with me, I don't want to do anything that 99% of people are doing. You know, I want to do what the 0% of people are doing because nobody did it before. So that's why when you want to reach that level, you need to say, okay, forget about everything, I want you to learn my way. And that's why during a year, I was feeding ChatGPT with my calc, say, okay, hey, look how I'm doing this. For example, so what time is it? Do we have some time? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to the custom functions, right? And I'm going to do this. And there's one I wanted to redo that wasn't that good. Yeah, it was this one. So, okay. So I go back to the demo, okay? So I'm going back to the webinar, right? And this one, okay? So this is for demo only. So don't get confused, okay? Oh, so I want you to analyze my style and get example and get how can I say that and get inspired with this type of CF for future use, and you paste this, okay? Because I already did that, so that's why I'm saying don't get confused, okay? So so he knows when I said that, because I know. So I'm going to analyze the user style and give feedback for the snippet consistency. So you see what all what is doing, right? So of course, when you do this, I won't call memory again since it's already stored. Okay. So see, he said, okay, he's not going to do that, What I'm adopting from the start and reproducing in the future. Block doc header, example with description camera structure while defensive normalization. So we're going to finish what he says. So so more and more you feed and feed again and feed again and feed again and feed again, right? It will do this, right? It will analyze your structure, right? And it will use that in the future, right? So more you feeds, and you say, oh, by the way, I want you to build a custom function for this, like I did, once I did that demo, and you paste an example, and you say, okay, I want you to, use that technique, use that style, use that approach, but I want that and that and that as a result. And I did it in front of you guys. It was like fantastic. But I'm going to do it again and I'm going to make it better. I mean, I'm going to ask ChatGPT, say, okay, hey, you came with this, but we can make it better. And I'm going to, for example, enhance that in his code, the thing that I don't like, that we can do better, make the code simpler, ergo make the code faster. So anyway, so I think that was a good demo.
I think that was an excellent demo. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I really see the paid version. It helps me for every single stuff in life. I mean, it's incredible when you know how to use it, right? It's I couldn't leave. Well, I mean, for my everyday life in FileMaker, well, I'm using it for tough stuffs because, well, it's. But you can learn. You can say, okay, for example. So if you want, I can also non-evaluate. It's okay. It's okay. That was just a demo. So now, let's say that's for tomorrow. Tomorrow we do that. Tomorrow we do like, let's say I want to use ChatGPT as a teacher. I want to learn. I want to learn about something. I want to learn about a function, right? I don't want the help. It's BS. I don't understand anything. I want teaching, explanation. I'm an idiot. I don't understand anything. I want example. I want to be able to play with it, right? We're going to pick one which nobody use, which is this one. Who use this? The mode.
I don't think I've ever used it.
No, nobody used this. So, and it's very, very, very good. I mean, it's very powerful, let's say. Okay. So, I have a mode function file somewhere. Maybe I will have it in my Dropbox. So I'm going to use that as an example because I want to learn. Let's say I'm an idiot, right? I'm going to say, okay, let's make me like 10 years old. I don't know. I want to learn this. Teach me, right? So FileMaker or ChatGPT not only is doing work for you, but also educates you. So you have your own teacher. You have your own FileMaker teacher for in your phone, and that's good because sometimes that's what you need. You need to learn about. Oh, let's learn about ankle buoy. Let's learn about this. Let's learn about that. And I'm not sure if can you pull? We'll try something. From what the website? Never. Learning FileMaker. Learning FileMaker. We never come though when I say that. FM training. Okay. But it's learning FileMaker, it's not the same, right?
I mean, our YouTube channel is called Learning FileMaker, but like everywhere else we're called FM Training.
Oh, okay. Any course about relationship, for example. I never did that. So the course title, video training course for FileMaker 17 platform, including relationship, what a relationship table, see? Right? So, yep. So I'm not sure how we can improve that because sometimes we are ChatGPT can go, in there. So you can show the source YouTube, what the relationships. So you can see, you click sources and you see the source, right? So yeah, you have the basic bundle, video, and you have everything. Huh? Here I am. Look. See? So you can ask ChatGPT that, okay, I want to learn about this. And then you click on sources because it doesn't show you. So you need to learn this, So you need to click here, But here you have all the sources, right? You click here, you open a tab, and you have all the sources. Then you can go. And then you find me. See? And you have this series, but that's older. I don't know when that. Oh yeah, it's it's a basic one, right? So you have what is a relationship again, and you have advanced relationship, learn FileMaker video bundle, basic bundle, right? So you have all these things here. So no, it's a tool. I'm showing all of the things because I want people to see things live and see how it works, how you interact, because this is not something like you have out of the box, right? That is not something you think, like take a screenshot, send a screenshot, and then you'll say, okay, then ChatGPT knows what like doing that's why I don't like to say, oh, let's learn how to prompt, right? Well, it's more than prompt. Is let's learn how to interact. Because taking a screenshot, sending a screenshot, and say, hey, this is what I'm talking about, right? And sometimes just sending a screenshot, you say, oh, I know what you mean. He said, oh, I know what you mean, because after some time talking, interacting, he knows you. He knows how, So, in the morning when I start my day, pretty much, I go there and I say, oh, what will be the weather today? I'm going there. What will be the weather, right? And but when I start the conversation, the first thing he says is, "Hey, what are we doing today? Are we doing the piano stuff or FileMaker or whatever? Or history explanation? Are we talking about the Greek gods and so, because this is what we do. That's what I'm doing with So it start like this. So we learn everything, especially how you work. So if you want to keep in your work, but it will be hard for you, it's when you start doing it, when you start using it, it will be very hard not going to your hobbies or stuff, right? And but it's important he learns how you work and what you want, right? And ask him to touch you, right? Not just ask to do, because that's okay, but you want to learn. Sometimes you say, okay, hey, I want you to do that, but I want you to teach me, show me. If there's a video I can watch like this, if there's a website I can go, if there's a file I can download, But that is, you need this. Otherwise, the pro, you need the $20 a month, at least. The 200 is when you want like crazy to happen to you. So anyway, we're good to go. So tomorrow we continue the adventure, and we are going to learn with ChatGPT how he interacts and how you can get.
Sounds good to me. Thank you, Nick. And we'll look forward to having you on tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you very
Bye-bye,
much.
everybody. Have a good one.